Hi. So every time I listen to my streams, like every single time, I get really annoyed with how clickety clacky my keyboard is. And I tried to be quiet last time. I really did. I really did try to be quiet. So instead of trying to type quietly on a loud ass keyboard, I'm going to try to type normally on a quiet keyboard. Maybe. We'll let you be the judge of whether it is this is loud, this is quiet. Brown switches. We'll see. Anyway, back to Vell-os. All right, you're plugged in, you're over there. That's a phone. ddraw.ini is set. And we're back, babies. We're back in black. I had this whole thing I was going to say, and then I did the keyboard thing. Oh, that's so much better. I love seeing it this, ooh, but that UI scaling, I gotta fix it. I forgot that when I played at this scale, I had it set to like 1.6, I think. Let's do 1.6. And let's make a note for ourselves. 2.0 at 40. 3840. Yes. Yes. Good. Oh, that's right. I was going to say, hey, baby, wake up from your asleep. We have arrived onto the future, and the whole world has become electronic, supersonic. I will never apologize. Yes. So when we last left off, stuff was happening. Oh, it's so much bigger now. Oh, I can see. Oh, I love that. All right, what the hell was I doing? Drop by the Merrill bar. Keep dropping by the Merrill bar. Regular equipment run. Go to Menon in the Leston system. Pick up 10 tons of equipment. Bring it back to Merrill in the Aldebaran system. Wouldn't it be nice to have something that isn't a shuttle? Oh, dear. Caps lock. Up. Oh, that's so much quieter. Oh, I'm immediately happy with how quiet that is. But I had to give up hyperskip to do it. That's okay. We can see now. We can all see this game in its lovely 1080p rendering, as opposed to the ridiculously high resolution that is native for my monitor. Because in order to do the in order to do the thing that the speedrun requires, you well, yeah, you have to wow, I'm so distracted by how nice it is to be like quiet and with big screen and everything. I just this is how it's meant to be played. That's right, there's no missions because we are a Vell-os. Maybe I need to make the UI a little smaller. That's okay. I kind of like it this size. Alright. Dink. Alright. Back to Aldebaran. We need money. Really. Can we not, guys? Please. There we go. Jay, get your payment. You find Jay in his office, hard at work on his computer, like he normally is. Back again so soon, he responds in a surprised voice in response to your knocking. Good work. It's good to see someone who is prepared to do a little extra for the cause, and given the way things are going, we are certainly going to need every little bit of what you just brought in. He fumbles around inside the drawers of his desk before pulling out a slightly dirty credit chip. I believe this is what you're looking for. Keep checking the BBS. It won't be long before we'll be needing your services again. Sure. We do need cash. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. It's very big. Everything's very big. Maybe I'll go down to 1.4. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to go down to 1.4. It's a little hard to deal with. All right. Yeah, they won't let me buy anything. They won't let me buy anything better than a dang old whatever. Yeah, because I can't get the weapons contracts. They won't let me do that because Vell-os. That's all right. That's totally okay. You stare at this item and the others around it for several long, sad moments, knowing that you may never be able to buy any of them ever again. It's so sad. It's so sad. We are a brain slave. But I don't know, a Valkyrie might be good. Whatever. Escort. We've got enough money to do the jank-ass Terrapin run. We need cash. We really do. So let's do the jank Terrapin run. Make a few dollars. It is a pretty picture of Jupiter, isn't it? A little closer. Now I'm too fast. There we go. Trade center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's enough that he won't peace out on me. Earth. Hello, Galadriel. Trade center. 5, 6. Yeah, there we go. Do I have enough for this to be worth it? Jesus. Excuse me, gentlemen. I don't know if I have enough for this to be worth it to do this run. Back and forth. In fact, I'm almost certain I don't. Yeah, that's not enough to actually make it worth it. Crap. Man. Crappity crap crap. We just don't have enough money. We really don't. All right. Let's release him. We wasted money getting him anyway. All right, what's my mission? Go to Las Vegas. And you know what? I am going to fix the scaling because it's going to drive me a little insane. All right, ddraw.ini. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's try 1.4. Okay. Save. Reopen. We are streaming, yes. Okay. That looks a little better, doesn't it? Does that look any different? That looks a little different. I think that's different. Have I done this wrong? Oh, whatever. Anyway. All right, let's go to Vegas. Oh, that's right. I have to fucking release him. Get out. I hate you. Now we have to go to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. I don't know, I think it's prettier this way. The now familiar Burton marquee. Get the food. All right. Bar. Missions. Trade. Oh yeah, they sell Kriwa holy symbols. Alright. Oh, but I can also do 1, 2, 3. Oh, just that. Okay, that's fine. So I've got food 5 and also special food. You ever just think about the merits of special food? You ever take the time to think about what it's like when the food is special? Like special food just for you? My special food. Yummy. Crap. Really not interested in your like internal politics, guys. Can we maybe not? Really don't want. There we go. Come in. Back already. Oh, well, it's good to see you. We were looking a little short again, but your shipment should set us right. Dirty credit chip. Same story. He says the same things, huh? Oh well. I'll make some money. I know we can probably pick up the next mission in the Merrill bar. But I kind of want something better than a shuttlecraft for it. Because I think the next mission we have to actually do something interesting. Alright. Did I actually bar? No. I didn't take a mission because I'm stupid. I'm so silly. Silly. Alright. I like that we can actually see the ships now. Yay. Please not to be killing. Why? Why are you this? Why are you like this? Leave me alone. I'm nothing interesting. I'm just out here trying to move illegal equipment for a rebellion that doesn't know I'm evil. Or I guess mind slave to an evil federal government entity thing. Ah, the Bismarck. Arpad. You quickly make your way through the disorganized men in markets to find Arpad's office and get down to the business of getting your supplies. After haggling with him, you know that he has cheated you, but you got the most out of him you could have without arousing his suspicion. Once the deal is made, Arpad is more than willing to lend you 2 of his men to help load up your beloved Heavy Shuttle 594. I forgot we hadn't named it. Then you head off on your way with 10 tons of equipment for the rebellion. What do you sell and buy? You buy bioweapons here. That's illegal. That's so illegal. Did you know how illegal that is? Come on. That's so illegal. It's a good thing I'm not police. I'm just a slave to the police. Or else I might have to be like, oh, illegal. You're doing the illegal. There we go. Not that one. This one. Alright. God, that's a lot of boys. Okay. Yes. And he says the same thing again. They sure do like to just reuse that text. I'm going to keep doing this until I have a Valkyrie, because I don't trust the next mission in shuttlecraft. Because I think the next mission is going to involve some effort. Please do not kill. Lord. Maybe this time I won't die. See, this is the whole reason why I want a better ship, because they just keep on shooting at me and killing me like that. You see? It sucks. It's annoying, you know? It's annoying. So after this, oh god, that's a big fleet. After this run, I'm going to do the Europa run a few times until I can afford that cheap-ass Valkyrie. Maybe more. Imagine. Because with this one, I should be able to do interesting enough runs that it'll be okay. Okay. Oh, that's right, I weirdly... Okay. Oh, because I was like right at 100, that's why. Let's go. And back to Aldebaran. Can you boys, like, not? Please? Just really don't want to die. Oh, and he says the same line again. Yes. I like how he says, check the missions, but there are no missions. Maybe I can buy one of these terrapins. Ah. I can. I can buy this terrapin. You cannot help but wonder if this ship will fall apart at some stage. It's funny. I am going to buy it. That's far easier than doing fiddle-dee-dee with a hired terrapin. Because now we can just spend our money. It is slower, though, so I'm looking forward to that Valkyrie. That's right, I do have a Vegas run to make. Scabba-dabba-doo-dee-da-da-da-da-da, scabba-doo-doo-do. 'Cause I'm the scat man, yo-do-do-do. Alright. I'm gonna buy this just to save the trouble. Okay. Okay, what is low here? I don't know who buys Grimoire at high, but I will buy some food. As much as I can carry. And then we and our dinky-ass terrapin. Yep. Go back. There we go. And here. Scary, scary. Quite contrary. Same line again from Jay. Boy needs to learn some new... Oh, crap. Okay, I forgot that I wasn't supposed to go to the bar yet. Okay. Once again, you can sense the good nature and shrewd intelligence of Jay before you see him, but you again decide not to look in his direction to hide your abilities. That is, until you feel him trying to gain your attention. You casually look over to see Jay waving his hand at you as he sits in his normal place. You sit down, and he grins at you. If you were going to start betraying the rebellion, he says in jest, now would be the time you could start. You quickly probe his mind and you sense that his comment is just an attempt at humor. The headsheds have decided to move you up a little further, he continues quietly. They want you to go and pick up a rebel informant who believes that she has been compromised. Are you in, or do you need a little more time to prepare? Once again, you realize you have no choice but to accept. In reality, this mission is fairly simple, Jay continues quietly. Not too different from the cargo missions you've been doing, except that you will be picking up passenger rather than freight. The young lady in question, whose name is Anna, lives on Sirius Prime in the Sirius system. He tells you seriously. I knew they were going to make that joke before I read it. My God, okay. Make sure you aren't spotted on the way out, as the Bureau would really like it if they stumbled into a rebel extraction. Jay leans forward to emphasize his next point, and you can sense the urgency behind his words. The rebellion prides itself on looking after its people when it can. Our leaders have made a vow to extract any agent in trouble if it is possible without further compromising security. It is one of the things that allows the rebellion to employ so many people. Otherwise, many would simply not pluck up the courage to join, and we would be struggling even more than we are. Good luck, Captain Susanna Merrick, he says. You may need it. Okay. So we have a hold full of food. Oh, but at least they'll pay me for this. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now we leave. And there's the prodigal son. What a surprise. What a surprise. Yes, I see you. I see you. You're there. Hello, prodigal son. Hello. Let's at least sell off this food. Oh, man. Really like that Valkyrie. Might have to get by in a busted Terrapin. No, you know what? We're gonna do a couple of Europa runs, because we can afford to now. God, this ship is slow. Wow, this ship is so slow. Wow. Ugh, I see why we do this with the escort. Oof. I can barely afford any. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I'm just going to sell these and then call it good, because, like, this is... I think we get a Vell-os ship before too long. I don't know, though, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just not going to. Whatever. Bar. No. Okay. Report back in. What is the thing? The thing is this. Do this. Do that. Travel to... Okay, so the actual mission, like, we received the prodigal son, so I had assumed that we needed to go to that place. But apparently we need to go to Sirius first. Are you serious? Ha, 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 ha. Sirius in the Sirius system. Oh, wait. Hang on. According to this information, the actual system where they send you is random. It's a random Federation system. So the Sirius thing was entirely Serendipitous. That's so funny to me. Anyway, you land and go through your normal post-flight checklist as usual. When you are finished, you head outside to stretch your legs and await the arrival of this passenger. You do not have to wait long. Within 10 minutes, a plump-looking, middle-aged matron walks up and introduces herself as Anna. The ability of the rebels to spread information through the galaxy must be very good if she was able to be here almost as you landed. You take her inside and show her around before heading back up to the cockpit to begin preparing to head back out into space. Rebel agent. Can I buy anything? No? Do you have any ships for me? Can I buy a real terrapin? No. No, 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 no. Actually, I kind of want this because, like, it's faster. Oh, whatever. Anyway. We made the bed. Now we have to rebel sleep in it. Come on. Terrapin was a bad choice. I regret it immediately. Although, the re-entry is not so bad. Because the re-entry is nice and slow. Nice and slow. Over the course of your journey, you learn that Anna is really only an informant. She only relays information regarding Federation and Bureau activities onto other members of her cell network. You are a little impressed at the way the rebels have set up their informants. If any one person is turned, they could only ever incriminate a maximum of 3 others, and even then, until they acted within 2 days. Unless they acted within 2 days, they could not even do that. Anna thanks you for helping her out as she leaves and you watch her walking away. You realize that you never did find out the story behind her removal, but then you doubt that she would have told you. She didn't seem like the blabbing type. You look over to see the muscular figure of Jay walking towards you. You did good out there, he states seriously. Come to my office. I have someone I want you to meet. Okay. You walk in to see a vaguely familiar face with short hair and a military bearing. Allow me to introduce myself, the man says easily, reaching forward to shake your hand. My name is Cade Smart, retired general. You realize that you were talking to one of the founding members of the rebellion. You remember vaguely that General Cade Sundown Smart, as he was called, took command of the Federation's forces when the Aurorans had wiped out whole fleets of the Federation Navy under the incompetent command of his predecessor. His brilliance kept the Federation alive at a time when its destruction looked a virtual certainty. I want you to know that we have been following your career carefully, General Smart continues, and I wanted to pass on my appreciation for what you are doing. We are truly... Oh, excuse me. We are truly grateful for your efforts. Jay tells me that he is going to make similar missions available to you through the mission BBS, and I can think of no one better for the job. Thank you, Captain Susanna Merrick. Oof. Oof, yikes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna suffer. That's all right. Since we saw the prodigal son, we have to report in. Don't we? Yep. As soon as you land, you decide to head over the bar to see if you can find Crane. You feel a familiar tap on your shoulder, and you turn to see a young soldier who informs you that you have to go to New England in the Wolf 359 system. Commander Crane will meet you there. God, why am I so full of yawns? At the mention of her name, a nameless dread rises up in your stomach, and once again you realize the hopelessness of your situation. As they have done so many times already in your short time of enslavement, the dark bands that enclose your mind twist you into thoughtlessly obeying the commands given to you. Sad and scary. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna buy a goddamn heavy shuttle. It's faster. It's faster and I'm annoyed. That's the truth. Yeah, 1. We still need to have money in order to refuel. That's so much faster. Oh my god, that's so much better. Damn, Terrapin was slow. It is a turtle, after all. It's named after a turtle at Terrapin. So it makes sense that it's slow. You are taken into a darkened room by a dock worker who refuses to be drawn into conversation. "Hello, my pretty," comes that horrifically beautiful voice. "Report." You make your report, and she grills you about the extraction and the appearance of General Smart. With this enslavement device attached to the nape of your neck, you have no hope of resisting her questioning. "Good," the voice decides finally. "You have done well. Now we must start using your position to best advantage. From here on," that's right, I gave her a British accent, she commands, "I want you to bring any rebels you pick up here, and we will do a quick body switch so that we can start planting a few agents in amongst their network. Hopefully they will start getting you to place agents in the future, and then we will really be getting somewhere. In the meantime," she continues meaningfully. There's so much wordplay in the Vell-os. All right. "I want you to deliver this message pod to my man on the Cane Band at Earth. You know who he is. He'll meet you when you land." Yep. Oh, wee, oh, why. So sad, so sad. Oh, I can't get the good. I can't. I'm so sad. Excuse me, Mr. Spider. It's a little scary. Let's go. I know I had talked all that about getting a Valkyrie and all that, but like, if this is what the extractions are, it's fine. As you exit your ship, you see the soldier, who has been your link to Crane, sitting nearby in a seat that affords excellent visibility. You walk up and drop the message pod in front of him. Without a word, he punches a long string of numbers into the encryption lock and reads the contents. He looks up and in clipped tones says, "Commander Crane wants you to continue as planned with your infiltration and await the usual prodigal son signal before returning here." With that, he closes the message pod and returns to looking around, ignoring you. Obviously, as far as he is concerned, this conversation is over. As you head back to your beloved Heavy Shuttle 845, you wonder how you can live with yourself, doing what you are doing to these brave rebels. Nobody deserves to go through what was done to you, and you have no doubt that they will be subjected to it as well. After you spend over an hour sitting at the controls, sweating, shaking, and weeping uncontrollably, you recover and head out into space in the deepest despair of your life. You see only 2 paths ahead of you: death or damnation. Which will it be for you? I love this. It's so cinematic. All right. Back to it, babies. Oh, that's so much better. That's speed. Yes. Let's try that again. Since the strongest damn ship we're going to be able to get is either this thing or a Valkyrie, we're just a little bit fucked for options. Until we learn to swim through space, that is. Like, come on. Really. I don't have anything that interesting. I don't know why you're coming after me. Bar. Nope. Mission. Okay. Mission computer. Random 40%. That's why. And I can't do the accept and leave, but I could use some cash. So I'm going to do an equipment run. Because those are pretty quick. Pardon me, boys. Whee! Yes. Old man Arpad. Yeah. Equipment is low here. It might be worth... Oh, that's right, I'm not a Terrapin anymore. Oh well. That's okay. It'd be nice if we could, like... I think it was Enk on the server, ENK. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Who said that a potential strat would be to get a Terrapin and then disable a shuttle and shunt the Terrapin to a free escort, which is not a bad idea if we were trying to make money and not spend money, you know? But yeah. And then Jay thanks us the same as he does. They really like saying the same words repeatedly. Whoops. Alright. I guess we need to run some food, huh? Let's go. Whee! Let's go to Las Vegas. Yeehaw. Yeah, it's Alfara, that's right. There we go. Vega. Like Sega. Get it? It's a joke. Why is the Vegas gate broken? That's interesting. That's right, there's nothing to be done. I need to stop checking. We are on a fixed course in terms of literally everything right now. Yeah. But that's okay. That is the nature of the Vell-os Storyline. You get stuck on a course, and that's the thing. Man, can you not, please? I really don't have time for your shit. There we go. Okay. And then Jay thanks you again the same way. No missions. There we go. Yeah. You're gonna make me keep doing this, aren't you? Can I abandon? I can't abandon. Crap. Crap, boys. Crappity crap. Don't talk bap. I apologize for everything. Let's go. Back to Leston. This is the boring part of this game, you know? Some parts of this game are boring. This is one of those parts. Alright. Deal is made. The guy is like, hey, and then that's that. Let's go back. Arcturus. Aldebaran. In the barn. Merrill. God, can we not with the fighting and such? Really not interested. There we go. Jay thanks you again. There's no missions. Nothing happens at the Merrill bar. Fast times at the bar in Merrill. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Alright, that's a slightly better shuttle, but I don't really care. Equipment run. I'll take that. That's fine. Pirates. I like how they make me do this out here. Like, where there are pirates. Meh. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee. Being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want, because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. I'm sorry. I need to stop apologizing and just own the fact that I am a cringe lord. A true connoisseur of cringe-worthy nonsense, passing through my mouth and nose constantly, as though I were breathing the cringe. Have you ever tried to swim in cringe? Oh, Lord. Can we not, please? Just don't, man. I got shit to do. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Federales. Thank you. Oh. Then Jay thanks you again with exactly the same text. Rescue a rebel. There we go. Okay. Done Romain, Journey's End. Return him to Merrill. And there's an equipment run. And those pay really well. So oh shit. Whoops. Okay. And now, take the thing to the place with the stuff. Let's go to Arcturus. Let's get the equipment. And then we'll go get the rebel and we'll drop him off where he's going to die. Or get body snatched, I guess. Body replaced. Whatever. Really not into it, boys. Not into the trouble. Please stop causing trouble for me. I'm just a tiny little shuttle flying through space, wasting everyone's time while I make enough money to play this game. Honestly, I could probably stop and, like, just go do the main mission right now. Yeah. Alright. Oh, shit. Please not to be torturing me. Motor detective. There's a reference that no one will get. Alright. Do I have a mission to Vega? I do have a mission to Vega. Shit. I'll take care of it, and then I'll do the interesting stuff. Just want to get it over with. Viva Las Vegas. I hope you don't mind, but I'm not going to read through the repeated text that happens every single time you do one of these, like, rebel missions, because it gives you, like, cinematic text every single time, but it's the same text. So, like, whatever, you know? I don't know. Anyway. Please do not attack me. I'm just out here doing stuff. I'm nobody's friend. Dunraman. Such a silly name. You land and go through your normal post-flight checklist as normal. When you are finished, you head outside to stretch your legs and sadly await the arrival of your passenger. Within 5 minutes, he arrives and you bring him on board, giving him the regulation 5-minute tour. Then you head back up to your cockpit and begin preparing to take off to New England in the Wolf 359 system, in accordance with Commander Crane's commands. As you head out into space, your mood is as somber as the sky. You know, I really wonder what would happen if we tried to take him back. He probably just wouldn't let me. Oh, shit. God, can you not? Oh! You make me sad. Please stop this. God, why? Why? What? What do you want? What do you want? I work for you, whore! Excuse my language. Fucking nonsense. I don't have anything illegal. I just have stuff. Yeah? Like, what's in my cargo, huh? Rebel agent. Yes, I know. You don't want me here. I get it. I'm going away anyway. Goodbye. There. Please stop. I work for you, whore. And now we go to the Wolf 359 system, if they don't decide to kill me again. Hey. Okay. Your passenger exits straight into the arms of the waiting bureau investigators. He looks confused for a second before going red and turning on you, enraged. He lunges only to be forcefully restrained by the pickup team. You're going to pay for this! The rebel agent yells with impotent fury as you watch on, sadly wishing you could will yourself to help him. One of the men restraining the rebel clubs him over the head with a short baton and he slumps unconscious. Good thinking, nods the leader, and the man is dragged away. Oh, excuse me. Good thinking, nods the leader, and the man is dragged away. She turns to you. We will have a replacement for you to take back to the rebels in a few hours. Meet us in the bar. Okay. I want it. Okay. As you sit in the bar enjoying a quiet drink, you sense the approach of a man with the distinctive mind of someone who has been recently trained as a bureau agent. When you look up, you are startled to see a man who appears to be the rebel agent you just brought in casually walk back into the bar. You quickly realize that he is just a bureau agent surgically modified to look like the person you captured. He spots you and comes over. You are Susanna Merrick, captain of the Heavy Shuttle 845? He asks, and you nod slowly. I believe that you are supposed to take me to Merrill in the Aldebaran system. I'm ready to go whenever you are. In despair, you stand up, leaving the rest of your drink unfinished, and both of you head towards your ship. I like how this whole mission is just being sad. Like, sure. Anyway. Let's go. Think and dink. Wee and donk. Okay. Your passenger thanks you for helping him out as he leaves, but you cannot help but wish that you had never met the man. You wonder what he will end up doing to these brave rebels in the name of the Bureau. You look over to see the muscular figure of Jay walking towards you. Good work, he states cheerfully. Come to my office. I have credit chip with your name on it. I have credit chip. Writing. When you get into his office, he goes over and starts rummaging through his desk drawers. Here it is, he says at last, pulling out a credit chip. This should keep you eating for a few more days. I'll see to it the general smarts of this universe. General smarts of this universe. It's funny. That the general smarts of this universe hears about this. The general smarts of this universe hear about this. General smarts. There are multiple people who he refers to as General Smart. Okay. The general smarts of this universe hear about this, he promises, more seriously as he hands you the chip. It never hurts to get in a little good PR. As you leave his office, you cannot help but feel despair at the damage you have already done. And also, they take some food. And then he's like, here, you brought food. Thank you. Okay. So the next thing... Aha. Once again, you wait for Jay to try to gain your attention before looking in his direction to see Jay waving his hand as he sits in his normal place with a young, slightly overweight woman next to him. You sit down and he grins at you. The guys at HQ want to move you up another link in the chain, he says in earnest. It looks like you're on your way. He gives you a wink. Realistically, though, he continues sardonically, your next step isn't any different from your last step. But think of it as another rung past to make it to the top. Are you in, or do you need a little more time to settle yourself in? With despair in your heart, you nod your acceptance. We're now talking about insertion missions. Hot. Jay continues quietly. Where you take an agent from here and plant them wherever they need to go to start their new lives as informants. Allow me to introduce Fiona. He indicates the woman next to him. She needs to get to Dunroman in the Journey's End system. The usual deal applies in keeping away from the Federation and the Bureau. Good luck to both of you. You nod without thinking, knowing that this brave young lady is about to gain first-hand knowledge of the depravities of the Bureau. Despite your wishes to the contrary, you find yourself setting a course to New England in accordance with Commander Crane's wishes. Bummer. Bummer, man. Alright. Let's go. Honestly, I don't know why, I would expect the feds to do any different. That's like expecting a cop to know that you're working for the FBI undercover. Like, for you to get caught and reveal yourself even to that, local police is bad. Fiona looks a little confused when she sees the Bureau strong arms as she steps out of your hatch. Comprehension comes slowly as she turns to you in despair. You turn away, shamed beyond words, as she stumbles into the arms of the waiting Bureau team. Thanks, says one of them casually, and another smashes her over the head a few times with the short batons they all seem to carry. Commander Crane left a message that you are to make contact in the usual place, says the attractive team leader as her team drags away the unconscious rebel. We will take care of the rest of the operation to replace her with one of our own. You take a few moments to collect yourself from the horror your life has become as the team leader slowly walks away. The usual place is Earth, right? Yeah, Earth. With an F. Ooh. I can afford it. Barely. But we wants it. We wants it. The last ship. We wants it. Alright, let's sell those blasters and buy ourselves. Can we afford it? I don't know if we can afford it. An auto recharger. We can. Barely. We're broke again. But that's alright. We're also fast and a little less squishy. That'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious if we immediately don't get to have this ship anymore. That would be so fucking funny to me. You head over to the bar to see if you can find Crane. Oh, that was fast. You can sense Lyral waiting for you long before you dock with the Cane Band. As soon as you exit the ship, you watch him weave his mind power into physical existence and feel him poke at your shoulder. After taking a moment to think about it, you clumsily mimic his actions and poke him back. Alright, let me see if I can do the telepathy voice again. Good, now you are a T4. You are a step closer to feeling your way out of bondage. But right now, we have something important to discuss. Flirin has been ordered to tell you the rules, so I am telling you to go see him on Wolf 359. You move to the sidewalk bench, where Lyral is sitting, and sit down next to him, before responding that you have received no such orders. Suddenly you feel an enormous pressure on your mind that freezes you in your seat. You may be powerful one day, but I have my orders, and you will obey them because you have no choice. Now, go. As you walk away, shaken, you realize that Lyral was only responding according to his orders, and that if he had wanted to hurt you, there would have been precious little you could have done about it. He just wants you to do what has to be done to preserve the status quo for the time being. You sense that he has hopes that you might somehow help him and his people overcome the bonds of slavery, but that, for the moment, survival is the key. Still, feeling the awesome power of the full force of his mind is an experience you would not be willing to endure again. You vowed to one day free yourself from the bonds that hold you and the Vell-os in thrall to your bureau masters. Didn't I get an auto refueler? Oh, is it 'cause I'm broke? It's 'cause I'm broke. Yeah. All right. Let's go to 359. New England. You find Flirin waiting for you alongside an officious-looking bureau agent. Come, he wishes to talk more privately. You follow Flirin, and he leads you and the bureau agent into a private room. Susanna Merrick, begins the agent formally. These are the standing orders given to all telepaths under our control, and you will obey them all without fail. Understand? You nod, and the agent nods at Flirin. The first rule, Flirin verbalizes impassively, is that you must obey orders only from Bureau personnel, and those orders must be weighed according to the rank of the person giving the order, i.e., if you get two conflicting sets of orders, you will follow the orders of the person with the highest rank within the Bureau. The second rule, he continues quietly, is that you must report any person or persons who harbor ill intent toward the Bureau of Internal Investigation immediately to the nearest Bureau agent. The third rule, explains Flirin soberly, is that you must resist all attempts to free you from your bondage with all of your strength to the best of your ability. And the last rule, he concludes gravely, is that you must report all unenslaved telepaths to the nearest Bureau agent as soon as possible. That is why you were enslaved, but you can thank Lyral that he said you could be captured. Otherwise, they would have destroyed you without thought. But you might be able to grow out of your bondage, unlike us Vell-os. We need to attain a higher level than you to gain our freedom. With a nod of your head, you indicate that you have understood all the standing orders that you must follow, and to let Flaren know that you have accepted what he has told you. Good, good, states the bureau agent brusquely. Make sure you keep an eye out in both bars and mission BBSs around the place. Now return to your business. As he walks out the door, you and Flaren stare at each other for a long moment before Flaren drops his eyes in sorrow and follows him out. Sad. Learn the rules. Now go. Okay. Oh my god. Excuse me. Alright. So the difference is this main spaceport, Earth. Okay. Let's go to Earth. As soon as you land, you can sense Lyral is waiting for you, and quickly go through your post-flight routine before disembarking from your ship and making your way over to meet him. It is time to show you how to travel. Follow me. You cannot help but feel a little excitement as he leads you to the space dock and out onto a vacant pad, where he immediately forms a protective barrier around himself, and you recognize the familiar shape of the Vell-os dart. As you continue to observe, he shows you how to focus your mental energy into an elegant beam of pure physical power. After allowing his newly created ship to dissolve around him, he guides your mind into new ways of manipulating the universe around you. Within a few minutes, you learn the basics behind twisting missile guidance systems against themselves, how to sense the physical size of ships around you as well as their intent toward you, and how to reach out with your mind to learn more about the general nature of nearby systems. Finally, he teaches you how to twist space around you to create a hole through which you can enter hyperspace and travel the spaceways. Now you will not need a pile of metal any longer, nor will you need any of those computer systems those humans need to see the space around them. You can fly as free as your mind can visualize. Go now to see Flaren. He will share with you our history and our dreams. Listen, for you may be the one who will lead us out of slavery. You have it in you. With that, Lyral turns and walks away, and you are left trying to take in the enormous number of things he has shown you. Your mind almost feels tipsy with the overload. You walk away unsure whether you feel ready to give away your faithful vessel and begin living your life as a purely mental being. Well, it isn't as though we have a choice. Oh shit, boys. Oh shit, boys. We are fast. Oh, we are fast. Oh, that's so pretty. The flower of spring. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Oh, that's so sexy. Anyway, we're fast now. Let's go learn about the Vell-os. Damn, this thing is really fast. As you pilot your way down through New England's atmosphere, you can sense Flaren waiting for you. When you land, he looks into your eyes for a long moment, and you can feel him observing your mind. It is time you learned of our history. With that, he bombards you with the images of the Vell-os race from its humble beginnings, when all the telepaths left Earth nearly 3,000 years ago, when something known as the Spanish Inquisition threatened to destroy them all. They left under the Indian prince Vell-os, and they traveled the galaxy for many centuries before settling on the planet Vell-os. You see them develop their abilities and watch their civilization grow. You see their biotechnology evolve until the day when they begin growing nanite-producing organs to help protect them against disease and the effects of aging. To this day, other than their mental powers, this is the single biggest difference between the Vell-os and their human cousins. You find yourself trying to remember how to duplicate some of their skills, but the array thrown at you in so short a time dazzles you, and only a couple stick in your mind. You watch them greet the first human explorers, and you see the golden days of their involvement with the Colonial Council. You see the events leading to the Vell-os leaving the Council, and then opposing them by standing with the Polaris. Finally, you see the events of the Vell-os War and the madness of the Colonial Council in enslaving the entire Vell-os race. The final few moments are filled with observations of the universe during the awful days of isolation following the collapse of the Colonial Council and the rise of the Auroran Empire and the Federation. Finally, you see the creation of the Bureau and how its leaders quickly moved to take control of the Federation and are now looking to take control of the surrounding space as well. As suddenly as the mental visions began, they stop, leaving you blinking back in the real world. Now you know. Tears spark your eyes as you watch a somber Flirin walk away, and you know he is remembering the sights and sounds of the ancient Vell-os civilization. Okay. Last job. As you step off your ship, you see a well-presented blonde waving you towards her. Oh, this is Crane, okay. Good to see you again, she says, and you realize you are talking to Commander Crane in person. Now that you have been made aware of the rules, I don't think that there is any need for me to hide my identity from you any longer. She indicates that you should sit on a park bench next to her, and you comply. She pulls out a datapad and calls up a display of what appears to be a very detailed map of Auroran space. We have been working out the details of a long-range plan, she explains, that involves the Aurorans. Our preparations are nearing completion, and we want to confirm that our intel on the political situation amongst our neighbors is correct. Of course, the other reason I want you to go is because I am going to be sending you on a number of missions amongst the Aurorans, and this is an easy way for you to familiarize yourself. You're going to be taking a short jaunt into the Auroran Empire. Okay, she nods, continuing in a business-like tone. Obviously, she tells you with a casual wave, I can't reveal to you any of the details of the coming operation for reasons of operational security, so you'll be going into this a little blind. However, I'm sure that with your telepathic abilities, you will manage to get by. You nod and indicate that she should continue. I want you to head down to Mosh in the Mosh system, she informs you after referring to a report on your desk. Land somewhere and have a quick look around. Find out what you can about their current status politically, economically, and militarily. When you've given the place the once-over, head back here and report to me. Any questions? She asks. No? Good. I look forward to hearing your report soon. Guess we're going to Mosh. Hey, we got paid. That's something at least. Okay. There's Mosh. Let's set a course. Actually, I think we want Zante. Let's set a course for adventure, boys. God, we're fast. I like being fast. That's nice. God, this thing flies fast as hell. Oh, they don't like me. Were they mad? Well, we'll 9 o'clock news our way out of it. Like this. Fortunately, we are fast as hell. Yeah. I know. You're very special. Okay. This planet is a little different from the average Auroran planet you hear about in the Federation. Yes, it is polluted, and yes, there are an enormous number of poor people being oppressed by the warrior class, but the gaudiness, intricacy, and sheer amount of adornment of the arcologies on this world surprises you. You guess that the Mosh House, who seems to be running this place, are fairly well off financially. You also notice that there are an enormous number of the infamous Auroran warriors wearing their colorfully savage tattoos wandering about, many of them giving you menacing looks. In the few hours you spend wandering the arcology, you estimate that you have seen several thousand warriors doing little or nothing. This Mosh House must have a fair-sized military if it can afford to have so many warriors just sitting around. After several hours of exploring the arcology, you decide that it is time to start your journey back to New England and make your report to Crane. Dart. Dart. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. They'll to experience travel on a Vell-os craft. I forgot that this is a thing. We can do with some money. It's not like we'll get anything for it, but fuck it, right? Alright, that's right. Let's go. See you, boys. The passengers are left a little bug-eyed when you dissolve your protective shielding, leaving them standing at the dock. They pay you the fee of 15,000 credits and walk away, talking amongst themselves. You smile, sensing they are heading to the local bar to spread stories of their time on a Vell-os quote-unquote ship. Which is funny, because there is no bar here. So unless they know about a bar that isn't here, yeah, anyway. Let's head back. Gateway, Spica, Alphara, Soul, Wolf. Right? Turn to ba-ba-da-ba-ba, ska-ba-ba-ba. That's right, this is where we are now. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. That's interesting. It's interesting. I was looking at the mission data, and the way in which Commander Crane is described is actually different if you are gendered guy or gendered girl in the game. In the game, if you are gendered feminine, then she is well presented, but if you are gendered masculine, she is described as stunning. That's fun. Surprisingly, you see the blonde hair of Commander Crane waiting for you as you exit your ship. Things went well? She asks by way of greeting, and you nod, saying that it would probably be best if you could talk to her in private. This had better be important, she mutters. Follow me. She takes you to the familiar, empty-looking office. So tell me what you saw, she casually commands. In response, you quickly run over what you saw from beginning and to end, leaving nothing out. As you finish, she looks both impressed and satisfied. Good work! She praises you sincerely. You are more observant than I gave you credit for. We will have to make a couple minor adjustments to our intel picture, but we should be able to keep our timetable. I have to pass on your intel to the proper people. You mean those two who do? Never mind. She tells seriously. But I don't want you wandering too far. Once I've gotten confirmation on a few things, I will need your services again. Keep an eye out in the bar. Okay. Oh, that's right. More people who want to go for rides. Oh, that's nice. It's not as though we can buy any of this. Like, none of it will go on our ship. Which is, you know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if we could capture some... Anyway. Bar. Okay. You see the Federation soldier, who is your normal contact Crane, motion you over to his table. He points towards the rear door, telling you to go straight through. Mystified, you comply, and after a long, gray corridor, you go through a second door, and you are greeted by the disgustingly attractive Commander Crane. Glad you came by, she grins as you walk in. We need someone to go down to Mosh space and cause a bit of a ruckus. You won't be on your own, but seeing as you've been down to the area, you are the ideal scout for such a mission. So you'll be leading a force of men into the area. Okay. It's fairly simple, really, she explains with a casual wave. All you have to do is head down to the station Courageous in the Mosh rep system and take a task force with you. While you're there, cause as much damage as possible. The ships going with you will be carrying a sizable force of ground troops who will cause as much havoc as possible once you are on board the station. When the land commander, General Sutton, is satisfied that he has completed his mission, she continues cheerfully, return here and we'll take things from there. If things go as planned, I might need you to head back down there again almost immediately. As she walks away, you can sense the complexity of her overall plan belies the simplicity of what she has told you. Is that how belies works? Without a doubt, there is more going on here than initially meets the eye. I agree. There certainly is. We're so fast. Where are we actually going? Mosh rep. Wow, what a mess. Mosh space is such a mess. Pardon me, boys. It's funny because they're fast, but they don't turn so fast. Yeah, we'll route through here in space. Oh, this is actually faster. Da. No. This is faster. I think... God, it's such a mess. I guess that's deliberate, but like... Aol. Now we need to get to Mosh Rep, which is a few systems away. Heferel. Mosh Neck. Let's go hide. Come on, boys. Form up. Form up, boys. Okay. In 3, 2, land. Well, that was fun. I guess we have to actually make use of our escorts. Glad I stopped here. Jeez. Okay. What about Twente Derelict Crate, Mosh Eplik, Mosh Lima, Mosh Rep? Might work. Let's try it. Twente Derelict Crate. Mosh Lima. Whoops. I guess I'm not much of a match for those things, huh? Well, that's okay. Let's try that again. One last try. And then we'll call it a night. So I expect my husband is wondering where I am. And I mustn't keep him waiting. We'll go this way and we'll land at the last hearing system. And that should do us just fine. There we go. Okay. Yes. Let's go. I'm going to stay out of the fighting this time. Please do something about him for me. Jesus, they're guarding it really well. Yeah, of course I can't cloak. Recover. Neat. Sorry, sir. Cover. Fire the weapon again. There we go. Okay. I think I've dragged them far enough away from the system center. There we go. Oh, shit. Easy. Okay. Without leaving your ship, you can sense the enormous amount of damage being done by the Federation soldiers all over this station. You estimate that in a few hours, this station will be virtually depopulated and practically uninhabitable. Despite the large number of men committed to this mission, you sense from General Sutton that this mission is more for show than anything else, and you guess that this must be a diversion for a much larger main push elsewhere. Not that this mission is proceeding perfectly, you can sense the spirited resistance of the Mosh warriors, and by the sound of the reports coming through your comm unit, these disorganized pockets of men are acquitting themselves quite admirably. Despite this, they are overwhelmed by sheer numbers and by enormous amounts of firepower brought to bear upon them. A little over 4 hours after landing, you see the short blonde hair and tall broad figure of General Sutton coming aboard. "That's it for us," he informs you casually. "We're finished here." Can I buy anything here? Can I put a storm chain gun on a... Of course I can't. It'd be really funny if I could. You know, I don't know if I can hijack ships as a Vell-os. But you know what? Oh, shit. Let's go. Safety. Alright. Now we need to head back, right? Beery. Or Beerl? Beer something? Whatever. This is obviously the way that I was meant to go. So it's my bad for going through here in space. I just like them. I like here in house. They're cool, you know? And we're back. Bar. Are we not back? Was I supposed to do something else? Oh god. Distract Mosh House at Mosh Rep, and then return to New England in Wolf 359. Yes. La 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 la. Okay. That's what I'm on, right? Oh, okay. And then the mission ends. And then get paid, I guess. And then available from here at the bar, 100%. Eliminate trader. Random Federation government. Bar. There it is. You see the Federation soldier, who is your normal contact to Crane, motion you over to his table. He points toward the rear door, telling you to go straight through. Mystified, you comply, and after a long gray corridor, you go through a second door and you are greeted by the disgustingly attractive Commander Crane. Glad you came by, she grins as you walk in. We need someone to go down to Mosh space and cause a bit of a ruckus. You won't be on your own, but seeing as you've been down to the area, you are the ideal scout for the mission. So you'll be leading a force of men into the area. Again, huh? It's fairly simple, really. All you have to do is head down to the station Courageous. Again? Again? Really? Really? Is this a repeat mission? Like, are you to repeat it? I guess? Okay. Alright. Sure. Hiya, boys. Let's do it again. Let's go cause some trouble. In this bubble. It's dumb. Zanti. Beery. Moshrep. What are these systems? Vela. Oh, the Vela family. They're a whole family. Okay. There we go. See ya. Alright, all of you douchebags, follow me. All of you. Come on. I am not badass enough to take these things all on. Like, I can pop one or two, but geez. Teehee. 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 And land. Haha! Okay. And it's the same text again. We're finished here, I guess. Okay. And then go back to New England, I guess. Let's go. Teehee. Oh, the Aurorans hate us now. I'm not surprised. They're literally causing direct harm to their entire society. As soon as you land, you head off to find Crane's office. Things went well? By all accounts. Most of the Mosh fleet? Okay, this is different. Things went well? Asks Crane politely when you enter. You nod with a shrug. Well, your little diversion worked. The Mosh warriors were drawn to the site of your raid, which allowed the amassed Federation fleet to launch an attack on the skeletal defenses, which broke through their line almost immediately. You nod at her confirmation of your suspicions. By all accounts, she explains with a smile, most of the Mosh fleet has either been defeated or captured, and we are in possession of their homeworld. More than that, we managed to grab the House Elders before they managed to escape. Now that you're back, she informs you dismissively, I'll be needing you for a diplomatic mission of sorts. Keep an eye out at the bar, and I'll have everything ready for you soon. And with that, we're going to say goodnight.